Hey everyone, welcome to our 21st episode of Brew Talk with Mr.Beer. My name is Robert, your host for today. We got Ashley back with us again this week, so it'll be a real fun episode. We appreciate you taking the time to watch us today, and we hope you learned something. Before we dive into our topics, talk about what we're drinking. What do you got?
I actually have a cider, or not a cider, it's a seltzer from a cidery here in Arizona called Headbanger. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting name for a brewery in general. Yes. I got our Diablo IPA because I love IPA. I love hops, and it relates to our topic today with Ashley being our resident hop expert.
I'm a little jealous of his, honestly.
All right, so today's topic is dual-purpose hops. I think this can be a little confusing as it's kind of, it's dual-purpose hops. They do two different things at one time, or they can do. Also, we thought it'd be great to have our hop expert on to talk about kind of what they are, make it a little easier for people to understand. So basically, what are dual-purpose hops?
The simplest way to explain dual-purpose hops is basically that they work for both their bittering and their flavor and aroma properties.
Simple enough. All right, so now we have this categorized on our site. So if you're looking at mrbeer.com and you go to ingredients, you can have hops as bittering hops, dual-purpose hops, aroma hops. But how would somebody know what a dual-purpose hop is without it being categorized,
stated?
or is there something you just have to know by just knowing hops?
Well, you can kind of figure it out. So generally speaking, dual-purpose hops are going to have medium to higher alpha acid contents. But not only that, they're going to have a lot of flavor and aroma. So one of the ways that I will judge it is I will actually smell my hops. And I don't mean like a little sniff. I mean a really involved several whiffs to really kind of get an idea of how that hop is going to purpose as dry hop or later boil additions. And usually between knowing the alpha acid and getting a good idea for how that hop smells will give you a pretty good indication if that particular hop's going to be purposed well both ways.
Huh. Interesting.
So it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it seems like it. So what are some of the most popular hops that are used for kind of the dual purpose hop category?
Well, first I would say that more hops can be used dual purpose than can't. For sure. That being said, there are some that are more commonly referred to as dual purpose. Those are going to be Galaxy, Eldorado, Simcoe, Azaka, Mosaic, Citra, and a whole bunch more.
So all of my favorite hops.
Yes,
well, those
mine
are like
too.
some of the most popular hops though when you list those out. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I love all those. So out of the dual purpose hops category, obviously there are just some that are better like just for bittering and some that are better just for hop aroma? Just kind of, is there a way to distinct what would be used better one way or the other?
I really think that the answer to that question is dependent on who you ask. Me personally, I think it depends on what you're making and the final expectation that you have for your product. Say if you wanted to create a single hopped beer, but you wanted it to be very bitter, then it would make more sense for you to go towards a dual purpose hop that is higher in alpha acids, rather than trying to use a higher quantity of one that's lower to achieve the bitterness that you're looking for. So it just kind of depends on what you're making and what your final product, what you want that to look like and taste like.
So I mean, what are some of your favorite dual purpose hops that you like to use?
Well, I like anything that's like super dank or super citrus, as you know, because we share that in common. I really love, I love them all, to be honest. It's like which of your children is your favorite? Well, I love all of them. But definitely Citra and Simcoe are probably two of my diehard favorites. Like if I could never use any other hops again, then I would take the Citra and Simcoe.
It's like what is that? Or the island game, we would pick two hops, and those would be your two hops.
Those would be my desert island hops.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Absolutely. I personally really like experimenting with hops in using them even outside of their recommended purpose. At the end of the day, when you're a home brewer, the whole purpose of what you're doing is to create something that you enjoy. So as long as you enjoy it and you like the beer that you've created, then I say do what you like.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of people will drink a beer and they'll know what hops are in it, so they know that they like it, then they can experiment with different varieties of those.
Absolutely.
And kind of play it by ear. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And it's really fun to take one hop and use it, dual purpose hop, and use it singularly through the entire process.
I think that's becoming more popular, like craft brew. We see that a lot with Nelson hops.
Absolutely. Nelson Sauvin is probably one of the more common hops that people do that with, because it just has such a dynamic range of flavor, but then also provides other bittering characteristics as well.
Yeah, that is definitely cool. We should make a recipe about that.
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay. New recipes coming out soon. All right, so we're going to wrap it up for today. We appreciate you guys joining us today. We got a lot of information in a short period of time, which is awesome. I love when we do that. We do post our videos on our blog page, mrbeer.com/blog. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and on our Pinterest page for those of those that are pinners out there. I guess that's what you call it.
I'm not.
If you enjoyed this video, if you just please give it a thumbs up, share it, comment, like it, do whatever, provide some feedback. We're going to get some feedback on our YouTube channel. Thanks for everyone commenting. We're working on sound, working on quality, always improving the videos for everybody that is out there. Also, if you want to learn more about beer or just brewing with Mr. Beer, you need to join our Facebook group.
Yes.
It's really cool. Ash is in there.
Lots of fun.
Running the show. We're 450 plus people now. It's really fun. A lot of great pictures, a lot of great information. You get some cool recipes. We're going to start posting some unique content in there coming out in October. So there'll be some exclusive things that people in the group will only be able to get. You can't get anywhere else.
VIPs.
Yes, VIP status. Some recipes and some other things like that to give you a sneak peek. So just make sure you join the group, you pay attention.
Yes.
It's fun times. We're super engaged in there. Everyone is really engaged. It's really cool.
It's awesome. So come join.
Answer the questions.
Please.
Please. We will not let you answer all three. That's going to wrap it up for today. We appreciate you guys joining us. We will see you back again next week for another episode of Brew Talk with Mr. Beer. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Cheers.
Cheers.